Welcome to the Powers of Mind Hour. I'm Brother Malcolm. I'm here with you today for more insights on Enlightenism and the greater power within you, the power you have to change how you think and live, the power you have to redefine yourself with power, the power to overcome the illusions in your life. Go beyond the illusory knowledge which create the pain and suffering in your life. Get out of the hell that you have created in your own mindset about devaluing yourself. Devaluing yourself to believe you're a victim, you're powers, and that other people have power over you. The intellectual slavery keeps people locked into spiritual slavery. This is not just about race and color, because I don't focus on race and color because it's an illusion. I focus on the divine self-knowledge in me, which is the power and clarity to see myself with power, to see myself with a new awareness of being, to redefine myself, to redefine the power that I have been using to victimize myself. I'm self-victimizing myself with illusory knowledge that somebody else taught me, and then believing it is coming from God. It's somehow divine because somebody says so, and then get upset with me and you and millions of other people because we ask questions. No one wants us to ask questions. So, well, explain it to me. So explain it. I said as a little kid, my mother was constantly going to church, and the people were always talking about heaven and so forth, and how great it was. So I said to her, in a childlike mind, a child's mindset, why don't we just die now and go to heaven since it's so great? Why would we stay here in the pain and suffering I'm feeling as a kid? And obviously all of them were feeling. And she said to me, and so did the other people, you just don't understand. I said, what is it that I don't understand? So we're supposed to stay here and live in the pain and suffering. And then when we've had enough, God has put enough on us, then he's going to come back and get us and take us to heaven. I know better than that now. I didn't know better than that as a child, but I know better. See, I know better. And I know better because I've discovered divine self-knowledge of God consciousness in me. I know better. I don't have to fall into line and depend on illusions. I know the meaning when someone says, the Father and I are one, but the Father is greater than I am. I understand all of that. I know it for myself. But you have to become one. And how do you become the one? That wasn't explained except to say you must be born again in spirit and truth. But people don't know how to be born again in spirit and truth, so they create little shortcuts. Little shortcuts. Said, I've been born again. And you say, well, how are you if you've been born again? Why are you still in the pain? Why is so much hatred in your life? Why are you following all of these illusions? Why are you trying to support and keep alive an illusory world that's creating pain and suffering in all of our lives? Why not change our attachment to the illusions and create a new world? We have the opportunity to create a paradise. We chose to create pain and suffering. See, pain and suffering. And then we take it to extremes. So we want to say that there is only one person, somebody. Someone saying it's God's only begotten Son. As if in consciousness there are people. There are forms. There are no forms in consciousness. It's only consciousness, folks. There are no forms. We're all a part of one consciousness that covers everything wherever there is life. Wherever there is life, there is God consciousness. And wherever God consciousness is, it is peace, love, and clarity. Not the pain that we're feeling. The pain we're feeling is intellectual pain. It's coming from illusory knowledge. Our interpretations of what's happening in our lives based upon the knowledge that we're using from someone else. And that's illusory knowledge. So we're interpreting that we're in pain. We're interpreting that we're being victimized. And we're using this knowledge to self-victimize ourselves, to believe that we can only know about what I am talking about because we have to go back into the past. People do not want you to discover God consciousness within you, because if you do, then you'll shine light on all of the illusions. And then you will know the whole thing crumbles. All of the things that have been created by human beings will be revealed. And no one wants us to do this. No one wants us to do it. So no matter what they read and what somebody wrote and that didn't know what they were writing about, except they wrote it. And they said they got insights from God. Okay. But in those insights, it is also said, what I am doing, this is coming from Jesus. What I am doing, you can do also and do greater things. And these are the greater things. It's what I'm talking about. Enlightenism and divine self-knowledge of God consciousness is the greater things that's coming in a new generation, coming in the present, coming in the I am now, not in I was, not back in the past. This is a new way to think and live for this era, for this moment in time. And the revelations from divine self-knowledge is bringing forth other things that have not been revealed before in the past. People only talked about in the past what they needed to talk about. In the present, there's something else. And that's what I am talking about. I am talking about the power within you. I am talking about the divine self-knowledge of God conscious within you, where you will not have to obey any human being. No person will you have to honor or salute, because you know all people have the God conscious within them. All people, not some. There are no favorites. There are no special people. We're all one in divine self-knowledge, or we're all one in victim consciousness. Either way, and when I say victim consciousness, I'm talking about anyone dependent upon the illusory knowledge that defines this world. That's what I mean by victim consciousness. The intellectual achievements of human beings, using other information to create illusions for people to live in, but never addressing the pain and suffering that we feel. Enlightenism addresses the pain and suffering in your life. Check out Enlightenism. Check it out for yourself. Read it. This is the beginning of opening your mind to get on the inward journey. Work within your mind. Trust what's happening in you. And then know that if you stay in the mind long enough, you stay working in it long enough, the insights begin to grow and increase. And all of the questions you've ever had about anything will be answered in yourself, in your mind. I'm Brother Malcolm. Stop by again. Check us out. We're on YouTube, Twitter, and so forth. Check us out. See for yourself. This is a new way to think and live. I call it Enlightenism, but it's the God consciousness within you, redefining it for yourself. Have a great day, Brother Malcolm.